again. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. There we go. This may be better. It's gonna be loud. Hello, hello. Okay, that's cool. All right, so I need to do. Normally, I would have done a little bit more of this prep work earlier, but I was recording a video that you'll see at some point in the future. So bear with me. I definitely need to get faster whatchamacallit internet, which I can probably do quickly. Or I can probably do just online if they're smart. Let's see. Starting my live coding stream on Twitch. Yep, so I just need to do this off screen just a little bit. Oops, there we go. Just because actually I didn't need to do this one off screen. I want to do my Facebook one off stream because that flashes individual people's things. See if I got it. Facebook, not my favorite. Oh yeah, so this is the mobile device internet stuff or the hub initiative, which I don't know if I've talked about live before. I got lots of notes. We're gonna build a social network here at some point. So that's good, that's good. All right, so what are we gonna do tonight? Tonight, what we're gonna do is, okay, it's live, that's up there, that's up there. Oh, right, I can bring this back here. Oh, it's gonna freak out. Boom. Boom. Khan Academy, there you go, cool. All right, so I think I've got all this stuff up. Let's see if I can find what was going on. So we're gonna go back to, oh, you know what I need to do? For one, I need to force quit this because I don't want to flash it right now. Actually, can I just, how do I, oh, this will be interesting. All right, so that should, I just want to make sure that's working for real on Twitter. Twitch, whatever. All right, I gotta do the cleanup work. Close that. I mean, that's gotta work, right? I just need to, so I just threw the screen off the screen. I just need to make sure that's really what it's doing. I bet it is, because this is what OBS is doing, right? But this is the first time I've done it, so I want to be careful. There we go. Cool. Oh shit, is that? There we go. Cool. Okay, so I can do this now. All right, I'm not set up at all. But I can close this now. I can close this now. Photoshop, nothing. This Wi-Fi's cool. That's cool. Close this. Those have to go. Good lord. Those have to go. That has to go. That's fine. I can throw that over there. That's got to go. Yeah, sorry folks, just cleanup time. Actually, I can probably just close that out. This has to go. I need a script to do all this. That's over there. That's cool. This can go. That's fine. That's there. That's there. That's there. That's there. UV edit. Cool. OBS. Okay, cool. So now what we can do is bring back an OBS full screen. I was just doing a little podcasty or vlog on talking about education, so that's what that's for. Actually, let's do that. So here's what we got, right? Oh yeah, that's actually perfect. So we found out last time on last episode, ran the import photos script, and it came up with. Let's see if I can get to it. iPhone import test. So inside images, there were still some. Oh yeah, images, which I think these are going to be solved when we put in the. Well, yeah. So at a minimum, they'll be solved when they put in the thing for finding the whatchamacallit timestamp. Oh, we got to solve the timestamp problem. Oh, crap! I wasn't thinking about doing that. All right, well that's it. We got to solve that first because that's how we got to test. That is not what I wanted to do. Prove. Tonight might be a whiskey drink night. Oh, I can have some. I'm gonna play some music in my ears. That's gonna make things better. All right, so we're just rerunning the test. We just want to make sure everything passes. I think we've got the test pulled out, or does it still die from the test? So yeah, so the thing that we ran into last time was there's a test that looks for the timestamp of a file. But what was happening was, or what happens is, the way that the test framework is set up, it makes a copy of the test files to a new location and then tests against those. What was this? No, this is a new one. And that's a new one. What the hell's going on? We're just gonna reset hard on that because I don't know, and that's a lot of red. All right, let me get back on the music. Today we are playing Eminence Front by The Who, which I think is a good song. We modified import photos, unchecked files at 29. Sample input. Okay. So let's do this. Again, I'm just gonna work in Sublime Text for now. So what I can do. So I can do Git diff import photos, right? That works. Was that all that's changed? That's not helpful. Why did that break then? All right, so what I'm going to do is go to GitHub Desktop. I wish you could hear the music too. Login required. All right. Let me actually make sure these are all cool. It's fired over here, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all okay. That's okay. I'm just looking at the list of repos that are in here, and they should all be cool to be seen. Or it doesn't matter if they're seen. Does not matter. Cool. Let me, so GitHub Desktop. This is actually an old version. It keeps wanting me to update, but I haven't. Add. Choose. Ooh, it's good music. So the other thing I want to do is get a webcam that has better low light sensitivity, so I don't have to have that thing on. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna turn that thing off. We're gonna see what happens. I'll be right back. That's so much nicer. This light isn't bad. It's not the greatest, but light's back there. It's all cool. All right, let's find the desktop. The hub and nope, the import photos. Hub initiative. That's where I'm building a new social network. And, you know, some other stuff. That should be the repo. Add repository. Master branch, maybe? Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. So now how do I see... What I want to see is the last set of changes I made. Oh, else if file modified date is what I put in there. So but is that throwing all those other tests? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Got 6, expected 0. Oh, okay. Maybe it does make sense. Yeah, okay. So this is making sense. So undated photo. Okay, now I gotta think about. Yeah, so these. Yeah, if I do this, everything is going to end up with a file date, because when I first set this up, I was only going off EXIF data, and in the EXIF data, yeah, it's a big trick with this. This makes everything fall. Okay, I think that can be okay, because I think that's actually one of the goals. Yeah, like so the pings here are trying to go to undated photos, but really what I want those to do, yeah, or yeah, missing EXIF date, missing EXIF date. So missing EXIF date. Okay. Yep. So those are all okay. So that's cool. And the trick is now, but the last, yeah, so the last, okay, so yeah, I don't need those tests anymore, because that's no longer going to be accurate. So this feels weird, but let's delete some tests. Whoops. So we're going to delete 19, 24. 25. Do not overwrite missing EX update. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's weird that this one's in the middle. And then the last one's 29, which is a good one. Okay, so let's kill those. All right, and let's just do another proof, just so we see that the only thing that should be testing or should be failing now is the last one, which we know has the jump problem when we're doing the actual loading of the data, which I think I know how to fix. I think I just rsync that instead of doing a file copy, and that should work. And I'll probably throw that in as a hack that doesn't affect all the rest of these, because I could go refactor all the tests in order to do them all the same way. Which depending on how the thing is copied over, I can't remember if that's in a helper or how it works, but I may actually do all of them that way. Because again, I've got the test suite, so as long as the test suite runs and I've got confidence in the test suite, which I do mostly. I mean, it still kind of freaks me out because this is one of the first test suites I wrote, and it's been a long time since I've done it, so it's like but still, we'll see. Here we go, 29, last one having the problem. Okay, cool. So now we know where we're going. That can go away. And we're gonna go look at test 29. Run the move routine. Yeah, copy photos to destination, which I think is in a helper. Yeah. Use T test helper, H test helper new, TD, H load data samples. C. Okay, T module name. I don't totally get this, but I think what we're gonna find here. This is such a hack to make object-oriented Perl. I could do a search for copy, but right now I'm just kind of looking at it because it's been a while since I look at this. Load data samples. That sounds promising. Oh, I want this. Load data samples. There you go. Load in the proper set of data samples. That sounds like what we want to do. So that would sample to default if it isn't defined. So we want to go with A if we haven't signed anything. First move the existing. Dir copy. So this is it. Actually, does Perl have an rsync? Hook. All right, if this works out of the box, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna call it whatever. Prove T, find me T, O, 29. Okay, it's not installed. Why not? So this is just how you install Perl modules. I'm doing it as the local user or as me, whatever. So this should run because if I move this script to some other place and try and run it, it'll just keep giving me module errors until I get all the modules installed. CPAN is the Comprehensive Perl Archive Network, maybe, or something. It's where all the modules go. It's like pip on Python or wherever Ruby gems are stored or wherever node the npm packages. It's all the same thing for different languages. Okay, so it's installed. Now, rsync new archive1 compress local bin. Wait, what? Rsync new options. I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to do it, but I was just seeing. Scanning through the code samples. So, let's do this. Actually, let's do this. Let's put that one over there. Nope, let's put that one over there. So this is my Divi script, which lets you throw things to different places. So if we put this over here, hey, look at that, it resizes nicely. So where is that? Load data samples. So now what we're gonna do is unless, oh, actually we should do this. My thinker file. Actually, let's do this. We'll do this one step at a time. New archive. I don't care about compression. Surely you don't have to set the rsync path. Let's see if that works. What? All right, maybe we'll run sudo cpan. So this does it to the global Perl modules. See if that lets it run now. Yep, okay, so it ran. So the module got loaded that time. I don't know why it didn't the first time. I forget how the Perl pathing stuff works. So now, unless syncer, whoops, execute source full sample path destination path. Let's see what this does. Kaboom! Blew up. No plan found in tap alpha. What? Do assess return. Unmatched right curly bracket at 1:2:18. One, two, 1, 2. Oh, gotcha. Need that. Oh, didn't work. No available input directories found. Searched in root A, root B, structure to find. Come on. Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. Full sample path. I wonder if that copied anything anywhere. Where am I going? Desktop. Nope. Yep. Oh, it made... Well, actually... Alright, so that test helper isn't cleaning up anything right now. Let's run the cleanup. Whoops, which is going to be here. Oh, wait. Oh, so it did move them. Because they showed up. No available input directories found. Searched in. Is it not synchronous or something? Or is it asynchronous? Ooh, don't do that. Yeah. That's almost like a QR code, but not. Oh, that'd be funny. Make your avatar just a QR code. I'm not the first person who thought of that, I'm sure. I mean, that's how Snapchat works. I know, but whatever. Why? So it copied. Where'd it go? Okay, so that should have cleared it too, because the test helper. Yeah, okay, so the test helper's clearing. Why didn't it work the first time? Users Allison's desktop T import root A. No available input directories. Oh, of course it wouldn't be easy. All right, so what if we... That doesn't make any sense. What if we drop that? Now we're just banging on things, see what happens. Still didn't work. What am I missing, rsync? Synopsys, do it, localhost. It's not croaking. I mean, it's working. What if I try this way? that how you do that? That's gonna blow up in like 8 ways. No, see, why isn't it finding? Okay, that one only did the output. The first one did the input and the output. Oh, wait, what are you doing down here? Alright. Well, I saw what that was doing. Why didn't this work? Okay, that did not make the input directory, which does not make much sense to me right now. I'm going to turn off the cleanup just to make sure it doesn't clean up. Okay, so it's not... I swear one of those times I saw a data input directory, but it was not. So now test helper. So this is gotta be one of those stupid things with this mess. We gotta do prove V, right? Let's do this. Oh yeah, I gotta do slash n because it's that dot, right? And then we're gonna do a dot here just because I want to see these on a different line. I'm just trying to look and see if I can find those two lines because I want to see what they're what it thinks it's printing out. I broke something. Semicolons. Semicolons everywhere. For want of a semicolon. Wait a minute. Why didn't it print anything for me? 216. What? Oh, there you go. Take 12. Yeah, so this should be doing... And we've got the cleaner off, right? Yep. So why isn't it actually moving inputs sample data R, inputs sample data input R, input A. Oh, wait a minute. Is there... No. What the hell? Why isn't that working? This has been way more of a pain than it should have been. Full path name is the source, which is here. And we want to go to the destination, which is there. All right, let's do all this. If this is it, I'm going to be frustrated. Oh, we didn't know that. We need... That... Wait. No available introductions. Okay, it just took longer. That doesn't make sense. Because it should totally work. All right, let's do something silly. We're gonna do that, then we're gonna do this. So we're gonna copy it the old way, and then we're gonna see if we can sync it back over. Like make the files already exist. I expect we'll go back to the original error here. Made it angry. Made it angry. $27.19. Yeah, $27.17. Yeah, so it's still, the date's still getting translated today. Okay, so that didn't work. Why did it not work? Oh, wait a minute. That's why. So the R directory is going to the wrong place. So it needs to make... All right, so here's the trick. Actually, I don't need to clean it. I'll just kill him. So the trick is, I'm not talking very well through this one. So the trick is that it looks like this rsync isn't writing... Well, now it's making the input directory, but it's putting it in R. Okay, that's super weird. I swear it didn't do it last time, right? That wasn't just me. That data input directory was not there a couple of these times. It's there now. Okay, whatever. So it's one directory off. So that means here source directory is full source path that's going to the R. So I think I need to do a slash at the end of this. So that the rsync works. I got it. Okay, so now we're rsyncing the files over. Okay, cool. That's very cool. So I should be able to run prove across the whole thing, and everything should work, I hope. That was super weird. A couple of those times the data input directory was not showing up there. I don't understand that, like, at all. Actually, for this, let's actually have this clean up. Probably not too late for that, right? All right, so we'll give this a minute. It's a kind of a long test suite. I think it would go faster if I wasn't streaming. At some point, I'm probably going to get Well, so I was actually talking with a friend at work about getting about buying an old gaming PC off of him because he wants to build a new gaming PC, and his other one's not that old, so I can get it hopefully for a good price. But I could also use that for as a streaming PC when I'm not playing on it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll start gaming and streaming games too. Be fun. I haven't played games in a while, and I think that's gonna be something nice to do to kind of get my head in that space again, or out of the space that it's in all the time. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I wish you guys could hear the music with me. Just play Eminence Front by The Who on repeat. That's what I do. It's a great backgroundy type of thing. It's in my playlist called Single Songs to Loop. And it's one of the best ones for that. Some of the ones that I have in here aren't as good for that. But this one is. Let's see what's in that newsreader while we're waiting for that to finish up. Oh yeah, found Rhino Security Labs today in some of our conversations about AWS. Escalating AWS IAM privileges with an undocumented CoStar API. That sounds scary. They do security stuff and penetration testing. Let's see what we got. There might be some boobies in here at some point. It's rare, but I follow a couple photo blogs that occasionally have art that has the boobies. I don't know what that is. Just gonna do this. Does that work? Nope. Up. Alright, just waiting for the test suite to finish. Yeah, see? Some of the drawing stuff. Ooh, hands. That's cool. That looks super real. It's incredible. Oh, kitty cat. Oh, it's gonna get naked. No, okay. Cool. Love it. Overriding Markdown listing. Okay. This is a fun blog. Today I learned from the HashRocket folks. It's a fun little one. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. So I thought I had actually on my camera location services turned off on the phone, but when I was pulling when I was looking at the data for the images that we was using here, oh, I think we're close. Hey, everything passed. I'll have to look at that later. No, location camera. It's supposed to say, yeah, location server. It's supposed to say never, but like the video certainly had GPS data on it, which is concerning. But maybe I missed something. Oh, photos? No. Who knows? Anyways, test suite passed. Good. So now we're gonna go just remove those couple comments. So I guess technically I should run the test suite after that, but I'm gonna trust that just removing comments is, I got it. Okay. Yeah, so the big trick now is that everything that doesn't have any EXIF data will go. Oh, see, that's tricky because if new stuff comes up, I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. When I get a new device or a new thing, I'll have to just check it or hope that it's accurate. I guess it's not that critical, but like the reason this gets interesting is so like these movies, these have EXIF data in them, but because the movies are big, it's like 7 gig. It doesn't. Anyways, let me do this. Hang on. Let me do this. Let me do this. I want to get this committed. So check out master. Fast forward to my branch, or my branch through it. Cool. Push that. Why does it have a star? Oh shit. I mean shoot. I didn't add. I gotcha. EXIF data. I need to talk more. Git check out master. Git merge no fast forward to the branch again. I have no idea. Oh, interesting. Oh. Right. Because we're in a new branch today. Whoops. 20? Oh, yeah, that goes into GMT. Interesting. That's already there. Okay. So I think that's all going to work. Git branch delete. Whatever. Just delete my dev branches that I had there. That's all up to date. Also, I'm just going to run prove one more time here just because I did that jump back and forth. I expect it to be fine. Really surprises me how slow this test suite is. I mean, it's copying files back and forth, but I don't know. It seems like it should go faster. Net Newsreader, how you doing over here? Oops. Project Benatar, yeah, publishing dev-powered websites with StackBit, yeah. So this is cool. So yeah, so one of the things I'm going to be working on that I don't know if I've really talked about publicly yet or not is for about the past 5 years, like a lot of techies, I've been thinking about how to like build a decentralized social network, which is funny because that guy just said decentralized is so whatever. Actually, I want to see what that was about. But I'm gonna take my shot at it. As per Hamilton, take your shot. What is this into? And so one of the things I'm going to be coding across this thing is this is my thing. But yeah, so I like a lot of the indie web stuff, and like this StackBit thing from the dev community is the same thing where they're trying to figure out how to get people doing more of their own stuff. Mine's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit actually trying to make a social network that rides on basically a set of APIs, and then but open sourced APIs, and then I'll also build a reference front end and a reference back end. The reference back end can be fired up on Amazon Web Services for free for a year, assuming you don't get tremendous amounts of traffic. And if you get tremendous amounts, it's whatever it costs for AWS. And then go from there. So that's going to be what I'm working on. Once I need to get this script done that does my photo stuff because I'm recording videos for this, and I need to be able to do the automated movement of the videos of like all my stuff into my archive because I don't have to mess with that anymore. Also, I've been wanting to do that for a year, or years. So anyways, posted notes using, I don't know what this is. Oh, he maintains OAuth.net. Write and consult about OAuth. Cool. What is this? Oh, not helpful. I want to see what this is in response to. Good job, Vial. You effectively decentralized the term decentralized to the point where it doesn't mean anything particular anymore. Huh. Maybe it's just in reference. I like this guy's little site. That's neat. When you look at this more in this. A little battery level. That's pretty good. Search. I like this. This is fun. Oh yeah, I've pinged. I'm not going to bring it up right now, but I've pinged a guy. I think his name is Andy something. To talk about redesigning my website because I just threw some Bootstrap up and supply for posting notes on your website. Oh, that's cool. Look at this. Anyways, how are we doing here? Oh, come on. Oh, is that because... Oh, is that because we changed branches? I'll bet it is. June 19th, 2017. That needs to be June 17th. Crap. Yeah, so... Wait, that doesn't make sense. This is a huge pain in my ass. Oops. Oh, wait a minute, wait. So, right, okay, we're gonna check something right now. So that is, so that file had a 817. So that was when I last did it. So let's do this. Git checkout master. Git branch delete the 20, the one that I just created because I don't need it. Git push. So I'm going to fire that back up to the repo where I keep stuff. Now, exit. I'm going to blow that away because everything was there. That's fine. And now we're going to do git clone. I don't remember I keep all my git stuff anymore. There we go. I have git stuff all over the place because I've done it several different ways over the years, and like I just keep moving stuff around. I haven't like gotten back to like the best practice or like whatever. I should end up throwing everything to code commit on AWS just to have it there as a central place. Actually, that's a really good idea. All right, so now import photos. Test sample data R input. How much we want to bet this has a different timestamp. Different timestamp. Okay. So now what I need to do is actually set the timestamp on the file. That's what we're down to. That's okay. Man. This is not what I envisioned doing. Perl set timestamp on file. This is that niggly stuff that is just like, oh goodness. Hey, O'Reilly books. Hey, Perl cookbook. I have a physical copy of this. That's how I learned to program, as a matter of fact. You stat to get the times and utime to set them. Both functions are built into Perl. Okay, reading through this. You stat to get those times, but you want to retrieve the file altered or less modified, written or changed. Or accessed, read. Yeah, okay. So stat to get the functions. Read time, write time. View time, read time, write file name. Okay. So what I can probably do, I don't need to know too much about this. After you cast your ballot for president, you get to vote. Your vote goes to a statewide tally. 48 states to watch it. I was just looking up some stuff about the Electoral College. 29. So okay, so what I need to do now prove verbose test 029 29. You're gonna break because this is a pain. Oh, it still does print statements in there. Interesting. I should have done that as logging, actually, because I've got logs turned on there. Somehow. Where do I have the logs turned on? Oh. TD, run the mover. Oh, TD must be. Yeah. Oh, there must be some test thing. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not screwing with it right now. For my photo and destination photo subpath. So, okay, copy the photos to the destination. Okay. Wait a minute. Load data samples. Okay, this is what we need to do. So now, oh, this is gonna be tricky. I didn't even see the test helper. Load data samples. All right. Self data dirt fast. First, remove the existing data samples if there are any. Is that available? Let's just do this. All right, now we're just gonna fire stuff and see what happens. So I want to do this. I'm just trying to find the file right now. Which, let's do this. Let's turn off that for the helper. So if we run this, it should actually leave us, well, it's going to break again, but it's going to leave the file sitting there for us. So it breaks, but we should now see the files sitting in here, which again, this is not the best way to do it, but was the best way that I could come up with to do it. So if I'm here, I want to go to data import. I'm just trying to find the file to get right now. Data import. And of course I'm using one with the space in it because that's awesome. We're gonna take that space out. All right, let's just see if we can hit that or if it breaks. Make sure okay, so I might hit it. I don't know what the failure would have been there, but let's do this. Right time. All right, 212, what are you gonna do? All right, I gotta change off of this song. It's been going on for plenty of time. Oh, I saw something go by. Use of uninitialized value. Okay, so that did not work. All right, first we find new music. Thank you, The Who. What are we gonna do next? How about Wristband by Paul Simon? Which turns into like a Revolution song. Crap, okay. Use of uninitialized value. Which means we must have missed it. So if we're running from the prove directory, let's try that. Oh yeah, so I've got Sublime Text set up to automatically save as soon as I switch off the file. Oh, that's weird. Wait, what? Why didn't it go in the middle of those things? It's kind of weird. Stuff's seeing weird. Like, it should have been in between those two things. I don't understand how that's happening. All right, how about this? T sample. Oh, wait. Data. So PWC is for oh wait. Why that have the wrong thing? So that shouldn't have been there. All right, let's do this. We're gonna turn on the helper cleanup again because I'm not sure what's going on. Because I changed. Oh, maybe I didn't change it in the right place. I did not change it in the right place. That's why. I changed the one that gets put under test instead of the one that gets built. All right, let's see what this does. Ah. Prove, up arrow, do it. Did we find some data this time? No, we still don't find data. Let's give it a full file path. That's not what I meant. Let's do this. Rerun the prove. Give me some data. Hey, there's a timestamp. Look at that. So all we gotta do is get to the right path. Okay, so now I can take that number and I can line it back up. All I gotta do is hit the right number, or just find it. So how do we do that? If we're running from, I wonder if it's here. So I know I can hit that. I know I can hit the file and get the number. Now I just got to see how I can do it without doing a full file path, because I can't I could move this Git directory or the repo to like different places, and so if it had the full file path, it would just not be right. And now what we're listening to is Reach featuring Flex Matthews by Fort Knox 5, which I like, and we're gonna actually make that one loop. So, is this gonna work? Let's have this work. Yay, it worked! Okay, so we got a number. We know that we can make that number stick. Because what we're gonna do now is, so we got the right time. Copy photos to destination. No. Oh, so I actually need to change the file timestamp of the sample file, the one that gets copied over. Which is okay because it's gonna be very similar. It's gonna be sample data. R input file. All right, so we should still see the timestamp again. There's our timestamp. Good stuff. And so the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this timestamp. Loads. Oh, okay. Load samples, data in the proper. Oh, I could actually do either one. I'm gonna do it to the source one. So load. I'm gonna do this before load data samples. Make sure the source file has a specific timestamp. All right, so we're doing verbose. Yeah, so what we should be seeing right now is it should be telling us, yeah, so it's copying the file to this, so to 825. Oh, so this is interesting. So those numbers should actually be the same every time, right? 19, 6, 99, 310. I'll just look for 310. Let's go close enough. 310. Okay, so that should actually be. Oh yeah, so we've lost it. 310, 310, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be whatever that string of numbers is gonna equal that. Okay, got that. So we're gonna mark those down really quick so they remember what's going on. So this with a 0 equals this. Okay, so config load data samples. So before we load the data samples, we want to go back to this and we want to new read time, new write time. Again, those can actually both be the same. We want to do this to this, to this, to this, to that. And we should be able to nuke this. And then also we can set our it's 19, 19, 20, 25 was our numbers, I think. 6, 19, 20, 25. Okay, so now test should run and be green. Test should have been green. What did I do? Copied from there to 29, 6, 19, 20, 25, O1A. Oh, come on. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. All right, we're gonna leave these alive for a second. So we're turning off the cleanupper. And now we're getting to see what's going on. Output, root A, 19, 6. 6, 19, 25. Okay, so somewhere, what am I doing wrong? Oh, got it. They changed. Yes, there's some, whoops. Yes, that is some redundancy or some duplication, but I like that duplication just fine because I want to make sure that whenever I've got the files independently outside of the directory structure, they maintain that kind of look and feel and info. It's gonna work. Ah. Okay, so now the tests. So we're hard code, or we're forcing that to be 2025, which is cool. Got it. So now what we need to do is clean up all our stuff. So we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna turn this back on. Actually, in our test helper, it looks like we're still printing stuff. I could search for print, but I'm just gonna jump. All right, so that's good. This is funny because this has all been about making the test work. All right. All right, prove it. Okay. Wait, start 7:30. Yeah, so again, almost another hour and a half. I still haven't gotten to the thing that I've been trying to do, which is to deal. Well, actually, I mean, this is working. So we've got one, which is dealing with files that aren't in that don't have a metadata. But before I can install and run this, there are some files that do have metadata that aren't being dropped in properly that I want to deal with. Ones that so that kind of freaked me out. Oh yeah. So in test images, missing EXIF. So these files that come off the iPhone, if they're like if they're more than I think 4 gig, if you run EXIF tool on them, yeah, sorry, O2. So it freaks out and it doesn't give you all the EXIF data. It tells you end of processing at large atom, large file support not enabled. So I just Googled that error message, and somewhere way over here, I have a lot of tabs open right now. Oops. Complex and medium, whatever. Yeah, so here's large, like this is, I just copied and pasted the error message, and then this was the first thing that came up and got down. So like, this was a conversation, just kind of scrolling down, reading it. And then got to this part where the guy's like, he tested this on a 6 gig movie in Yosemite, but when I use that, the metadata is extracted properly. So I did the same thing. Copy that. So do that with image, and then it gives me all the metadata. And so I have to figure out which one it's in there, but like what I need to do basically is I have to add this large file support to everything, because this file would have been picked up without having the EXIF data, because that last the last step in that process of the if loop is to basically deal. It used to be that I would run several different checks. If it could find create date or date time origin or create date or whatever, it would. So if it would find known values, it would use those values for a date. The one that I've just added is the file modified date. So this is if no other EXIF data exists, this will always hit, I believe. So, but these large files would have actually fallen back to this, even though there would have been a piece of data in there that would have been better to use. And so I need to make sure that, one, I insert this there, but two, I also need to actually go through and make sure that all these things get called the same way. But more importantly, I really have to watch if I put a new camera in to make sure that it's using not the file modified date, but the actual date created, or the EXIF data, which I guess I could actually do as a test. I could use that same methodology for updating the file system date timestamp, and using that to force to make sure that like those are out of sync and it's getting the proper one. Anyways, that was, at some point I'm going to get to that. I don't know. That's not going to be tonight. I've run enough for this evening. Once I get this done and checked in, that'll be the end. Actually, I don't know if I want to check this in like that yet though. Yeah, see, this is actually something that I kind of shouldn't have done, because I'm on master right now, or I'm on my dev branch. Hey, but I checked everything into master, but I don't actually want to deploy this one from master, because I don't want that. Like right now, it would have what I consider faulty behavior in terms of those large movie files would only be dropped in based off their file based off the system timestamp date, instead of looking at the EXIF info or the metadata inside the file. And I don't want to have that happen. So I probably shouldn't have pushed that other master, but because I have, I'll go ahead and do this one. That's just an idea of like, you always want master to be ready to be pushed for production. And I know that there's a behavior that I don't want to have, so I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. But I'm not going to push this one to master, actually. Set up local actually I am going to do it, because what I want to do is check out master. Maybe. Didn't like that. We're going to push this one back in. We're going to delete that branch. We're going to push this. We're going to delete this. Whoops. Oh, it's weird to say whoops when you're messing with RMRF. Now what we're gonna do, oh yeah, this will actually be a good test. Git clone, warehouse, git vault, AWS, import photos, right? Right. So now what we should see is two things. First, if we go in and we go into our test directory and our sample directory and our R directory, which is where this is, and then our input root directory has a timestamp of this. Whoops, that didn't work. Come over here. Come over here. There you go. Initial. So I do this sometimes if I need to take notes or if I need to try and remember something. I don't try and remember it. I just take notes on it. So now I know that that was 2050, right? We know that we set it to 2025 earlier. So what should happen if we prove, and we don't have to prove them all right now, but if you do R29 again, which is the one that has the file system set in it, it passed. Hooray. We're going to run the full test suite here in a second too. But now what we should do is T sample dataset R, and now what we see, yeah. So the timestamp has now changed to 2025. So that's where we updated, where we made that update to make it stick. And so the first time you pull down the repository, the timestamp for that file is whatever it is. But then when you first run test suite or the test run 29, it updates that file to have the known timestamp so that it can actually be set across the board. So that was a very long process, but the test suite runs. It should run consistently, even because we're using the date timestamp or whatever. So it's cool. How long did it take to run that? All right. So, all right, you can hang out for another 2 minutes and watch this with me, or not. But that's going to be the end of it for tonight. I actually don't even know if I lean back like this. Am I still on screen? Where's OBS? Hey, I'm on screen. Look at that, just far away. Hey, folks. Oh wow. Ooh, I've been super hot on the mic, haven't I been? Hello? Oh, weird. Yeah, no, it's popping. Sorry. So 5.5 is probably better. Gotcha. I'll make a note of that. Oh yeah, snippet content type. That's gonna be fun. Cool. All right, we're going through. Yeah, I gotta figure out. It would be fun to do, like, if you've got Spotify, it would be fun to actually set up, and there's probably a way to do this already, but set up a playlist where I can just share the playlist that I'm playing, and then if you have Spotify, you could turn on your Spotify and just have it basically sync, just in case you want to hear what I'm listening to. That'd be fun. Like, that may already exist. I'm not gonna look it up right now. I'm kind of cooked. We did training all day with Amazon stuff, and it was actually, it's super interesting. Like, we've been doing Amazon stuff at the office for like 18 months now, but it's been a mad dash, and so this is like a few days of like solid training and like seeing the whole environment and how all the pieces fit together and stuff, and like it's super neat, and just incredible, the scale that you can do stuff at for basically no money. I mean, yeah, even like the free tier stuff, like some of the Lambda stuff, you get like 1 million Lambda hits per month for nothing, like for zero. just incredible. Like staggeringly incredible. Which is how the Hub initiative, which is going to be my the social network that we try and kick off, is going to work. It's basically going to be all built off that, so that people can launch individual hubs for basically no money. And as long as they don't have a tremendous amount of traffic, the design is going to be able to let them launch it on AWS for no money. And then there will be ways for people to like, other people can host or do whatever, but like, and then some people like after a year, you like, hopefully it would be like $1. All tests passed on master. All right, we're good. All right, folks, that'll do it for this evening. Have a good one. We'll see you around. I don't know when the next time I'm going to do this is. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Maybe the next day, maybe not. Anyways, have a good one. See y'all around. Bye. Oh, I'm going to hit the wrong button. I was about to turn off ScreenFlow, but ScreenFlow isn't going. I got to turn off OBS. All right, folks. See ya. Peace.